If you've been feeling frustrated in love, like something isn't quite moving forward the way you'd hoped, let's see what Spirit has to say about it, what message they might offer you. This is Dom Sonora Mystic Tarot. Let's get to it. This is your weekly reading. Taurus, the first card out for your weekly reading is a Six of Pentacles, and that is followed by the Hanged Man. The third card out in reverse is the Temperance card. And the fourth card out in reverse as well is the Page of Cups. Generally speaking, when you see a Six of Pentacles comes out, that in tarot means balance, finding balance and finding equilibrium if you're in a situation. The second card out is the Hangman. The Hangman cannot make a decision, cannot move forward, cannot move backward, don't know what to do, just kind of stuck. The third card out is a Temperance card and Patience. So it's Temperance and Patience, and it's trying to find a balance as well between the two cups and so forth. However, this is in reverse. So when you have a Temperance card in reverse, this is more about not being in balance and not being tempered and not finding equilibrium. And then the fourth card is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is usually a younger energy, finding of information coming in, information maybe of love or emotions or happiness or joy. This is the opposite. This is the opposite. This is not a joyful kind of information situation. Now let's look for you specifically, Taurus, and the love of the week. What this is saying here, which is interesting, is there's a balancing act here. There's finding equilibrium. Okay, and so it seems like your relationship has been in a bit of a flux, and so yeah, you're looking to try to find something to balance it out. What's going on? What's happening? You're thinking, what can I do? What was happened? What's not happening? Those things. You feel kind of stuck because you just feel like you've tried a few things and they haven't worked yet. You're like, what do I do next? I've communicated, I've talked, whatever, and so you're needing to find yourself to work through this, but you don't know how. You just haven't found that special sauce, shall we say. You haven't found the right word, the right phrase, or just again an understanding. Then we have here the Temperance card, and the Temperance card involved is saying that you're losing your patience because again you just kind of feel like you haven't been able to move it forward. So you're actually at a point where you want to try something different. You want to shake things up. You want to maybe even throw a firecracker in there and get things louder or something, because again the Temperance or the opposite is saying, hey, what's working, what I've tried isn't working, but what I need to do is again get to something so where we can get back to balance because things have just been feeling out of balance. And unfortunately for this week, you may be prepared to understand that what you're looking for isn't going to come to you. Not right now. This just isn't the week for it. That doesn't mean it won't come generally or at a point, but this is not the week for it. This is a week of continuously trying to find the way to keep everybody happy and to figure out how you can navigate through until, again, the situation arises, which helps you understand what's going on. Now let's get some clarity here. On the back end here, we have, this is a clarifier, and this is a Ten of Wands. And this would say, if it was the right side up, this would say that you're not, the time has ended, that you've already, now you've come to that resolution, you've come to that understanding, you've come to figure out what it is that you were looking to do or needing to do. And this is the opposite. So it's saying work is not done yet. You have more work to do. You have more time before you're going to find resolution. So this is not yet finished. The next card out is a Five of Wands. There's still there's conflict. Don't be surprised if the conflict, maybe, and even this would even give you an indication that maybe the conflict is necessary. Maybe there needs to be an argument or a heated discussion or some understanding that gets things fired up to get you out of the hangman status, because again you're stuck. So you're like, what can I do? What can I do? I've been calm, I've been cool, I've been collective, but it's not working. So maybe I need to fuss a little bit. Maybe there needs to be some pushback, some escalation of rhetoric. I don't know. There's something that has to shake things up, and that's what it's saying. Shake it up, because again, in its present status, with this present situation, you're not going to get good news. You got to get things going. So maybe you need to shake things up a little bit. We have a Six of Cups. What's been working hasn't worked. What is not good enough. So there has to be change. There has to be something that comes in and shakes things up. And again, if you don't shake things up, if you do not cause an adjustment, then we have a Nine of Cups here, which means unhappiness continuously. And there's like, you don't even have to. It's interesting because this is a kind of an inventory situation. So you're like looking at inventory, what makes you happy. This is the opposite. It's you're going to look back and say, what's frustrating the heck out of me. So again, what I'm saying, Taurus, this week you're going to have to shake things up. It's not going to shake up on its own. You can't stay with with what's working because it's not working. You can't stay with what is the common base right now because that basis is not a functioning or a functional continuous situation. You have to do something because right now you just feel stuck and you've tried a number of things and they're not working. So maybe you need to shake it up. Maybe you need to cause conflict. Maybe there needs to be, again, an airing of the grievances. Maybe, and again, if it makes us people upset, who cares? Because again, keeping people keeping people from being upset is not working either. Okay? And all it does is keep you trapped into the usual place, and you don't want to be in the usual place because the usual place isn't working. If this was turned the other way, it'd be a different story. It's not. So if we are to initiate a flip of this card to a positive side, we've got to do something to get beyond what we are doing now. Now, again, the Ace of Pentacles is wonderful because if you do exactly what I'm saying, and shake things up, get a conversation going, get things out in the open, yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. But ultimately, it's going to open up a new space for you, a new abundance, because again, this is abundance. So this is about not just money, but it's also about joy and happiness. See the rose, see the flowers, see the clouds, and opening into a new space. Again, a new greener space, a new happier space. So by doing this, by taking these steps, you're going to see yourself move toward a better place. And look at this, the news will come in. You're going to get confirmation. That's what it is. By having this happen, that relieves them of feeling like they need to protect themselves so much as well. It creates a great situation in your relationship. And then here we have a Seven of Pentacles. So now we start harvesting the long-term benefits that made that relationship to work to begin with. Now we're back to what makes the relationship work wonderfully and building on that to create new times, a newer, better, stronger relationship. So again, it's time to crack the nut. As they say, it's time to scratch the surface. It's time to take the scab off, and it's gonna take some uncomfortable conversations, maybe some heated voices, maybe some people who don't agree with stuff, and maybe you even have to at one point. Maybe you're gonna have to just okay. I'm so mad right now. I need to walk away and chill out for a little while, and then come back a little later and have a conversation. Because again, there's got to be emotion in this. You can't be having this discussion. You can't be in this situation and not have emotion. I mean, what good would that be? I mean, if you didn't have an emotion, you wouldn't care. But you do care. And maybe that's part of why the hangman's there, because your partner is saying if he cared more, if she cared more, they would be more apt to be pushing harder or to be blowing things up a little bit more. And so that's what we're talking about here. This is good news. This absolutely is good news because everything I see here tells me that it's time to shake off what hasn't worked. It's time to take on something that has worked. It's time to air your grievances, have the discussion. And when you do that, you're going to it's going to shift the paradigm for sure, but shift it to a better, more positive way that you're going to start building on again. And it's going to be cultivating a new fundamental baseline for the relationship. And it's going to go into a much better space. Loving this feeling. Love this feeling, even though I was worried about it for a while. These last three cards just really gave me all the confirmation I needed. So let me know, Taurus, how this resonates with you. This is done with Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Please hit the like, share, subscribe, follow. Be back next week with another reading. Again, open up and express yourself.